Democrats all around the country are waking up and paying attention. That attention is trickling down to the state level, where Democrats are finally recognizing the error of ceding the field to Republicans. Hopefully, everyone in the resistance can not only name their state representative, but have contacted them about a policy matter. But why rely on hope? And what happens when the election is over and governing begins? No election in the history of mankind has changed a law, assuming that just voting the right people in, or that the wrong people will always do the wrong thing, is a recipe for trouble. Why is blue Delaware one of the worst states in the country for voting rights for felons? Why is blue New York one of the worst states in the country to vote in, period? How does Medicaid get expanded in a blood-red state like North Dakota? We have learned, most dramatically with the failed effort to repeal large parts of Obamacare, that mass pressure can work. Not always, of course, but sometimes even a little correction at the state level can be important. And to be honest, a lot of what progressives want to accomplish happens at the state level. Do you want to pay teachers more money? That happens at the state level. Who puts most of the government money toward our public universities, which lowers tuition? States. Where is almost all of the action on gun laws, on women's health care, and on voting rights? States. Where are 91% of this nation's incarcerated adults? State prisons. So the what and the why is obvious. Get more involved in politics in your state. Bring the same resistance pressure tactics to bear in your state capital. The how, though, that is much harder. How do you know what's going on in your state? Well, maybe local TV news. But Pew found in 2014 that 1 in 4 local TV stations don't produce their own content, and right-wing propagandist Sinclair is the largest owner of local TV stations in the country. So maybe newspapers will save us. Local papers are being gutted, both by the internet and greedy venture capitalist owners like Alden and Trunk. Newspapers have lost more than half of their employees since 2001. Well, maybe the internet will save us? Well, wait, follow the right people on Twitter and Facebook, and let me tell you, this does not work. I've done it. And beyond a very clogged feed, you don't get the real story on what is happening. If you're lucky, you get the same story you might have gotten if the local media was still a force. What they think is important, what they think is interesting, what they think matters. And too often, you get the story when it's too late for you to change it. It's all very much one size fits all. But we aren't all the same. We have our own interests and our own levels of involvement. What we need is a tool that gives you all the information you want, when you need it, with the power to help you raise your voice to make a difference. We need something that works in the 21st century for ordinary citizens who cannot spend all day glued to the news, and frankly, do not want to. Who does? We need the power to make a difference in the palm of our hands. We need engage. Set your own interest categories. Set your own frequency of messages. Get a text or email with the basic facts of every bill that matches your settings. Get more information if you want. Let your representative know how you feel with a simple online poll, or send them a direct message if you want to go further. Decide on your own level of involvement. Get further updates on the bill, or let it go. Want to go deeper? Learn more about your reps, RSVP for events, volunteer for campaigns, learn about local advocacy groups, It's all here, right in the palm of your hand. Sounds like something you need? Then help us make it happen. Go to our CrowdPack page and help us raise the funds we need to make it a reality. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and get the word out to your friends. It's time for direct democracy for the 21st century. It's time for Engage.